French authorities are now looking for a second fugitive they say was directly involved in the deadly Paris attacks. They're already on the hunt for 26-year-old Salah Abdeslam, a key suspect. Abdeslam's brother urged him to surrender. The best thing, he says, would be for him to turn himself in. French media are reporting Abdeslam rented 2 rooms at this hotel in Afritville near Paris. There are reports he used a credit card and was not alone. In Paris, a group of Muslims gathered at the Place de la République. Some held up signs that read, "I am a Muslim, but I am not a terrorist."
Islam is not about terrorism. Terrorist has no religion.
This huge memorial in the center of Paris has become a public gathering place for Parisians to remember the dead and to try to heal. Some Parisians expressed themselves through music, others with free hugs. A Russian violinist played an impromptu tribute to the victims outside the Bataclan Theater, where most of the carnage occurred.
I wanted to play for the people inside.
Tuesday, Russia ordered one of its missile cruisers to work with France fighting ISIS in Syria. French warplanes slammed targets there for a second day. Kenneth Craig, CBS News, Paris.
For those wanting to see some form of federal gun control legislation passed, it was the shooting they thought would finally get it done.
I was in the gym and I heard I heard like 7 loud booms.
December 14th, 2012, Newtown Sandy Hook Elementary School, 20 first graders and 6 educators shot and killed by a deranged gunman armed with a Bushmaster semi-automatic rifle and a Glock semi-automatic pistol. Newtown families went to Washington to push for stricter gun control measures. Jillian Soto lost her sister Vicky, a 27-year-old teacher who hid some of her first-grade students in a closet during the shooting and died saving them.
I will continue to fight until everything is done, because if it's not in Connecticut, it's going to be somewhere else.
Nicole Hockley's son, Dylan, was one of those first graders killed that day.
Every night I beg for him to come to me in my dreams so that I can see him again.
Outside the chamber stood survivors of the victims, hoping their grief would sway the vote. Inside, Congress said no. Since then, we've seen 142 shootings on school properties in the United States. That's an average of nearly 1 a week.
That same sinking feeling in your stomach, and just incomprehensible that this can keep happening.
Bill Sherlock lost his wife Mary, the school psychologist at Sandy Hook.
These kids got up this morning and went out to school, and they're just never coming home.
So tonight, Americans are wondering what may come out of another massacre. Shock, horror, sadness, sure. But chances are, if recent history is any guide, you won't see change on that list. Jim Axelrod, CBS News, New York.
No gunman was found tonight. The search went on for 2 hours but turned up empty. Now the University of the Incarnate Word says it's not sure there was ever an armed man on campus. By air and on foot, police searched the University of the Incarnate Word for 2 hours this evening after 2 reports by students of an armed man on campus. The reports claimed he was at different locations around the school around 5:30 p.m. Several law enforcement agencies joined the search, but no one was found. The university says it never issued a lockdown order, even though many students were pulled into buildings or told to stay away from campus during the search.
You know, in these things, you're trying to find out the credibility of somebody calling it in. And we believe that they saw what they saw, but we couldn't confirm that.
The university says it would have ordered a lockdown order had there been visual confirmation of a shooter. Tonight there will be extra security patrolling the school. Marianne Martinez, back to you.